In this video, I will show you how to get mobile phone numbers for local businesses, which will be invaluable for feeding your outbound calling machine. First off, you'll need an account on Apify and a couple of workflows set up. The first workflow you'll need is called Scrape Local Phone Number Apify. This workflow is simple to deploy. You just click on those three dots and select Import from File. Here we have a Google Sheet. This sheet includes cities and keywords along with a status column that indicates whether each entry is done or to be processed. This setup helps avoid processing the same data repeatedly. Next, ensure you have your own token credentials ready. Navigate to the Google Maps Scriber, then to the API section and access an API endpoint. You'll find a specific URL here that includes a token. Go into the Scribe Local workflow and replace the relevant value there. In this JSON expression, there's nothing else you need to modify except the number of places you want to crawl. You can set this number, for example, to 500. The number you choose really depends on how many cities you have. When you launch it, this will trigger the actor to start running. You'll also need to validate the data to isolate mobile numbers from landlines and filter out fake or invalid numbers. You'll need another workflow called Get Scraped Places Apify. Import this workflow as well by clicking those three dots and selecting Import from File. Look for the JSON file next, then ensure you modify this webhook. Delete the existing link, change the webhook, copy the URL, and head back to Apify to add this to your integration. Create a new integration here, which will be an HTTP request. Paste the webhook URL here. Make sure when this goes into production, you remove any -test suffix. Next, map the data carefully, only mapping the necessary data. Inside Apify, I'll show you what a rank looks like. Here, you'll see the phone number and its formatted version, among other details. We'll then use another tool called Phone Validator to separate valid numbers from invalid ones, ensuring everything is in order before importing the data back into the Google Sheet. This involves making an HTTP request. Again, ensure you replace your credentials here. This is crucial. Make sure to replace the credentials. When mapping and testing, use the provided phone number to test the workflow effectively without incurring costs. Run this once, then replace the phone number with the one from the previous. You'll see this update reflected inside the Google Sheet. Now filter phone numbers that are cell phone and export the Google Sheet as a CSV file. If you run the process without completing every step, it will result in duplicated rows. To avoid this, make sure to remove any duplicated rows. Finally, click on Download as CSV. This file is now ready for import into Go High Level, allowing you to launch your outbound calling agent